are the elite of the pairs world. But this rivalry is not personal, just professional. Berezhnaya and Sikharulidze, twice the world champions, prevailed in their only head-to-head meeting this season. But they know Shen and Zhao have won this final the last 2 years. And in this event, there's only room for one at the top. Welcome back, everyone, inside Yoyogi Stadium here in Tokyo, Japan, to our continuing coverage of the ISU Grand Prix of Figure Skating Final presented by Kia Motors. The attention now turns to the Pairs Championship. And hi again, everybody. I'm Terry Gannon, joined now by Peter Carruthers and Peggy Fleming. These are not only the top 6 pairs from the Grand Prix series in the fall, but also, by all accounts, the top 6 pairs in the world squaring off today in Tokyo. And heading into round 2 now, the free skate. It is wide open, folks. Peggy, the leaders at this point, the 2-time world champions from Russia, Berezhnaya and Sikharulidze.
Well, Terry, one of the greatest strengths of this pair team is their presence on the ice. Elena and Anton are such a handsome couple, but it's more than that. It's a heart-tugging expressiveness and almost magical power over an arena. And I think this couple this year with this free skate are on their way to the legendary status of Gordieva and Grinkov. And if I have to find a weakness, it would be their occasional struggle with their throw jumps. But when they hit them, there is no other pair in the world that can match them.
They've been terrific so far here in Tokyo, too. But, Peter, they can't afford to let up at all because right on their heels, a couple of teams ready to take advantage, including the Chinese, Shen and Zhao.
Well, they are the defending champions. They are awe-inspiring with their huge throws. Now, I think the key to this team's success is that they have no fear. Therefore, they can just fly into their moves with great speed, creating a dynamic unlike anything I've ever seen in pair skating. But what they need to do is have better rapport with each other. As for the Canadian champions Salé and Pelletier, they have beaten both the Chinese and the Russians this season. Technically, they are very strong, but it's the way they weave in and out of their hard throws and lifts that make their skating so smooth and effortless. Very hard to do. But in front of a laid-back Japanese crowd, unlike the audiences they're used to in North America, somehow they have to find the spark in speed to motivate them.
The short program has already taken place. Here are the current standings. Berezhnaya and Sikharulidze in the lead over the Canadians, Salé and Pelletier. Then it's Shen and Zhao of China in third. Remember, there are 3 rounds here in the Grand Prix Final. The first, the short program, then the free skate. That sets up the standings going into the super final round. And at that point, you've got to be in the top 2 to have a shot to win the gold medal.
Number 1, representing France, Abitbol and Stéphane.
Now the free skate round 2 gets underway with the team from France, Abitbol and Stéphane Bernadis, in a disappointing 6th place right now. They're the 2000 world bronze medalists.
They will open up with difficult side-by-side jumps, showing their jumping skills. Triple toe loops, a little bit far apart. It would be nicer to see those jumps closer together, but completed.
Followed by these side-by-side double axels. She messed up on hers, stepped out of it.
Last year in this event, they won the silver medal. You may remember on the triple axel that they attempted last year. Remember that? And
oh, yes.
She fell and chipped her tooth, hit her head on the ice. They were allowed to start their program over from the start. That rule has now been changed. Cannot do that anymore.
Watch this lift coming up. It's a side swinging movement, a pendulum kind of swing up into the star lift. Very inventive.
Stéphane were extremely successful in the Grand Prix Series this past fall. They won a gold medal in Germany at the Nations Cup competition. Came in 4th at Trophy La Ligue, but then came back to capture the silver at the NHK Trophy in Japan and had 21 points overall. They finished in a tie for 2nd place with Berezhnaya and Sikharulidze.
One of the most critical things in pair skating is to make sure that you throw your partner with just enough power. If it's too much, she goes too high, and right there, that was well done. It's a happy medium. It's more of an assist than a throw.
And this is another lift that they invented. They call it the bow lift. Side-by-side spins.
Also, this carriage that Stéphane has could be a little better. His shoulders are somewhat forward. He needs to have a better situation with his posture on the ice while he's skating. And we'll definitely see a big difference between them and the Russians in regard to that.
This is their version of a death spiral.
They're an exciting team, but at times they look somewhat rough on the ice together, meaning they don't create a smooth look or line.
And mistakes early in this program. They had them in the short program as well, so they will certainly suffer in terms of those. And the judges will have their marks in just a little bit here. Abitbol and Stéphane Bernadis.
And here is a look at their side-by-side triple toe loops. They're a little far apart from each other, and he was leaning, but he did pull off that landing. It was a very good beginning. And this is their very inventive lift. This it's called the terrible lift, where he swings her up into the star position. Very nice.
And there's a look at the judges working here in the pairs free skate. There are 7 on the panel. And Peter, what about the requirements?
Well, the free skating requirements involve a lot. Spins, side-by-side jumps, you have to perform death spirals, and all of this is incorporated with musical expression.
Who names these lifts, by the way? The terrible lift. What is that?
I think they name them.
Well, we invented a lift called the hydrant lift. So
we got to start coming up with better names here. We can create those. First set now for technical merit, 5.4. The rest 5.5s. 5.4 coming from the judge from Poland.
These are just very average marks for them. 6.0, of course, being the perfect mark, but there's not a big disparity there, so that's a positive sign.
They didn't like them. Thumbs down. 2 thumbs down to the presentation marks for Abitbol and Stéphane Bernadis. When we come back, it is the team from Poland, the first team from their country to make it to the Grand Prix Final. We'll see if her ankle injury holds up. Dorota Zagórska and Mariusz Siudek are next in Tokyo.
In Poland, Dorota Zagórska and Mariusz Siudek.
Meanwhile, the Paris free skate continues here in Tokyo. Terry Gannon, Peter Carruthers, and Peggy Fleming with you as the team that is in 5th place after the short program takes the ice right now. Dorota Zagórska and Mariusz Siudek. She has had an ankle injury lately. That's when they had to pull out of Europeans and the Polish National Championships. She says she's okay now, but still dealing with it a little bit.
These two have very strong lifts throughout their performance. As I mentioned, it's so important to get the side-by-side single skills out of the way. Here are the triple toe loops. Separation, but completed.
And now again, side-by-side, double axles. Oh, and they both had problems on their double axles. Nice triple twist. She just really rotates in the air so quickly.
Dorota and Mariusz were married this past September. He proposed during the World Championships in Nice last year.
And that was a beautiful location for a World Championship.
Let's go back soon, huh?
Yes.
I heard Peggy Fleming lost too much money in Monte Carlo, though. They're not sending us back there.
I didn't gamble. I just looked at the beautiful place.
Watch this lift. She'll somersault right up into a press lift, then go to a star lift. And that variation is difficult to do because you have to keep the speed up while you're changing positions on a lift like that. Nice.
Zagórska and Siudek won the bronze medal at the World Championships in '99. Last year they fell to 5th at Worlds, but more than a step backward for them, it really reflects the depth and the talent in pairs out there today. It is just incredibly deep. They did not have a strong Grand Prix series this season. Only stood on the podium once, but they did make it here. They were the 6th and final team to earn a trip to Tokyo.
Coming up as they throw triple Salchow, this back inside edge takeoff. Oh, and she's leaning so much in the air, and boy, did she pull that off.
The reason is because she has such a strong back to be able to correct her position on the landing.
She was like a cat.
Step through overhead with a somersault. Flip out. they excel with these lifts.
They make them look so easy, and the transitions are so smooth.
The way they enter and the way they exit is what makes it so difficult. You have to really respect how they push the envelope with their lifting, for sure.
Well, a team that is certainly among the best in the world, top 5 or 6 in the world, and in any given event can certainly be dangerous and threaten to stand on the podium or perhaps even win. Some mistakes here, though, really going to hurt Dorota, Zagórska, and Mariusz Siudek from Poland.
And here was their opening side-by-side triple toes. Look how far apart they are. And they go up in the air. I'm not sure if he did a double. I think he only did a double, and she did the triple. And here is their hip lift. Watch this entrance as he flips her over up into this hand-pressed lift, into the star lift. And all of these transitions are so smooth and so strong. Very nicely done. And this was their throw triple sow cow, her taking off from this back inside edge. And watch how she is leaning in the air, and she just comes down and grabs that landing like as if she was a cat.
What will the judges say now? Let's see. The first set for technical merit coming their way. 5.3 up to 5.6 the range. The two highest marks. Actually, there are 3 of them, but 2 of the 3 from China and Russia. Of course, you've got Berezhnaya, Sikharulidze, and Shen and Zhao still to come. And now presentation marks 5.4 to 5.7.
You know, not their best performance, but what I do respect about them is what they do for pair skating in terms of really creating some new lifts that are hard to do.
Zagórska and Siudek have the lead right now here in the free skate. But up next, Shen and Hongbo Zhao. They've won this title the past 2 seasons. They'll make their bid to get into the super final here in Tokyo after this message and a word from our ABC stations. Welcome back to Tokyo, the capital city of Japan, and a look at the Yasukuni Shrine, dedicated to the veterans who served their country over the years. Well, tonight on ABC, phenomenal is how you could describe the next pair to take the ice here from China. Shen and Hongbo Zhao in 3rd place of the first of the top 3 pairs set to go here in the free skate.
Skating to the music of Spirit of Spring.
Zhao, Berezhnaya, Sikharulidze, Salé, and Pelletier. The last 3 here in round 2.
These 2 never hold back. They always approach all of their moves with a tremendous amount of speed, and they'll begin here with the side-by-side double axles. Fine. And this is in combination, stepping right up into the triple toe loops. Beautiful.
And their unison was just right together.
Adding to the difficulty, again, triple toe loops, completed.
A silver medalist at the World Championships the past 2 seasons. They had a gold medal and 2 silvers in the Grand Prix Series this fall.
Look at the height here. Split triple twist lift, huge.
The distance that she gets is spectacular.
Is this what you're talking about, though, Peter, in terms of the rapport on the ice, the in-between things?
We don't see quite the relationship between these two that we see from the Russians and the Canadians. Exactly.
But I think their excitement comes with their power and their speed.
And their culture is very different, too.
Very reserved. Now another throw jump, this throw triple sow cow. Just wow, breathtaking height.
She has complete trust in him to be thrown about 21 feet across the ice, 3.5 feet in the air.
The transitions of the positions a little rough.
They've won the gold medal in this event the past 2 seasons. Recently had a silver medal in Salt Lake City at the Four Continents Championships.
This final lift is actually very dangerous because if he doesn't stay centered on his blades, he could slip and she could have a terrible fall, but they manage it just fine. Tremendous.
Well, they skated very well.
They can't do much more than they just did. And anywhere else, really, they would have a standing ovation probably. It's a very reserved crowd here, and very polite crowd, though. Kind of get the golf clap or the opera clap at the end of the program, but a very wide smile on the face of Shen at the end of this program. They were terrific.
What you have to remember here is he is about 6 feet. Look where she is in relationship to his head. She's about 8 feet over the ice. It's really remarkable. Tremendous explosive power. And then again, this throw triple loop, what it does is it just sails. She's going about 20 feet across the ice, 3.5 feet off the ice, and she controls it like it's no big deal at all. And again, the same thing here on this throw triple sow cow. Very strong lower back and right leg to accommodate that tremendous force coming out of the air.
You okay, partner? I thought you were going to blow a gasket there for a minute.
Well, no, I just really respect their athleticism.
Here's the first set of marks now for technical merit. Look how high these are. 5.8 and a 5.9.
And there's the reason I'm so excited. I mean, 5.9 for technical merit. Very good.
Presentation.
Up next, the 2-time world champs, Berezhnaya Sikharulidze. Now for presentation, the marks. 5.6, the rest 5.7s, all first place ordinals from the judges. Shen and Hongbo Zhao. Still to come here in Tokyo, the 2-time Canadian champs Salé and Pelletier. But up next, the 2-time world champions who have stood on the podium here in this event 3 times. Berezhnaya and Sikharulidze take the ice when we come back. A preview of what should be a great showdown in the men's competition tomorrow here in Tokyo. Yevgeny Plushenko on a roll. He has won the European Championship, 5-1 on the season. His only loss to Alexei Yagudin right here in Japan. The three-time world champion, world championship for him again. And the national champion from the U.S., Timothy Gable, has struggled a bit here. He'll need his full arsenal of quads to get back in the thick of things. Gable, Yagudin, Plushenko tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern here on ABC.
Representing Russia, Elena Berezhnaya and Anton Sikharulidze.
Down to the final two here in the Pairs Championship of the ISU Grand Prix of Figure Skating Final, presented by Kia Motors. Terry Gannon, Peter Carruthers, and Peggy Fleming about to watch Elena Berezhnaya and Anton Sikharulidze of Russia. They are the current leaders after the short program.
They're skating to the motion picture music of City Lights, starring Charlie Chaplin. Triple toe loops. Beautiful.
Just their basic skating is so extraordinary. Preparing for the side-by-side double axels. She was leaning, but she fought through it. Nice. Bit of a collision on the landing there. Her body colliding into his. Would be better if they had no collision.
Elena and Anton opened up the Grand Prix with a loss at Skate Canada to Salé and Pelletier, but then won a couple of gold medals for the season in the Grand Prix.
Their extension is so extraordinary.
Since that loss in Canada, they have not tasted defeat in 4 major competitions.
Very much in the character of Charlie Chaplin. Very effective footwork sequence here. Very much in the character of the music.
Took a while to sell them on the concept of this free skate, especially Anton Sikharulidze, but now they're wondering next year for the Olympics, how are they going to come up with a free skate to top this?
This is a wonderful program. It really brings out their personality plus their elegance.
Phenomenal power and speed. This is critical, the throw triple loop, and she stepped out of it, but she didn't have a huge fall. She has fallen on that in the past.
But the tremendous speed that they go in and out of these throws is so spectacular. acceleration on that death spiral. They are just breathtaking. I love this number.
It's a great shot at the end there, too, isn't it? Well, the applause from the crowd here, different styles, different strengths and weaknesses than those of Shen and Zhao, who are the current leaders right now from China. They're already backstage just watching. And so Berezhnaya and Sikharulidze, how do you describe the difference, though? If you're going to describe it to a young skater, the it quality.
Well, what it is the basic skating that they have. When they're moving between their difficult skills, they do it so smoothly, yet they accelerate so fast. That takes so long to master, and the Russians have always been great at that. Side-by-side double axles, 2.5 rotations. She's really leaning there, but she was determined to hold on, and indeed she does, and they step right up into side-by-side double toe loops. But they really excel so much within their pair skills. However, right here, watch what happens. Her body actually collides and slams into his body. They want to have a little bit more separation between them. And then this is the throw triple loop. She gets great coverage across the ice, but her left foot is a little bit slow, so she doesn't have a good landing there.
About time to bring out the pickup truck to get all those flowers off the ice and over the kiss and cry area. Tamara Moskvina sits alongside now. Elena and Anton following another very good performance, although there were a couple of bobbles. They were terrific in the short program here in Tokyo. And now the first set of marks for the two-time world champions for technical merit. 5.6 to 5.8.
There's an opening here with these 5.6s.
5.8.
A very strong 5.8 will serve them well. However, a little weak on the first mark.
Yeah, lower than they would expect, at least when they took the ice. Now the presentation marks, and those are extremely high.
And well-deserved.
So congratulations from their coach, and Berezhnaya and Sikharulidze take the lead over Shen and Zhao with one team left here. Up next, the final team takes the ice with room at the top. Salé and Pelletier, the two-time Canadian champions, who have won 2 golds and a silver in the Grand Prix Series this season. They're on a roll, and they skate next. Team here in the pairs free skate, the two-time Canadian champions, Jamie Salé and David Pelletier, together just 2 years now, firmly established as one of the best and most charismatic teams in the pairs world.
Hi, I'm Jamie Salé. Welcome to Montreal. This is my partner, David. He does all the heavy lifting.
Jump, jump, jump to it.
I'm from Red Deer, Alberta. I was born in Calgary, lived in Red Deer and Edmonton.
I'm from east part of Quebec, from a little town called Siudek. 2,000 people lives there.
From the opposite ends of Canada, 2 different cultures. They teamed up in '98 and trained in Montreal. Jamie is David's 4th partner, he her 2nd. As a team, they have shot to the top of the marquee in the world of pair skating. And in Canada, they are very big stars. But it's their chemistry and charm that has captured everyone's imagination.
What I love the most skating with Jamie, I remember last year at Nationals when somebody asked me if I was surprised to have 6. I said no, because of this smile. So every day I get on the ice, I get to see this smile. I think that's what I love the most.
Constantly striving for perfection, their respect for each other helps them through the rough spots. They make very few mistakes, but Jamie has been inconsistent with her axle jumps. She works tirelessly with their coach, Richard Gauthier, on improving the technical aspect, but it's sometimes very frustrating.
It's not a hard jump for me. I've been doing the double axel since I was 13 years old. We're allowed to make mistakes, and I have to get over that fear of, oh my God, what is going to happen if I miss this again? And it's been really difficult for me, because of the people always talking about it. It's a lot of work off ice, mostly. It's definitely mental.
We won 3 out of 4 competitions this fall. I'm not saying I'm the best, but we must be doing something good. So I'd rather focus on, good stuff than negative stuff.
It's very difficult some days to try and understand each other and where everyone's coming from. That's probably the hardest thing, is to work at the same level all the time. I mean, that would be the ultimate.
Being among the skating elite affords very little time for fun, but Jamie and David are enjoying their lives and working as a unit.
He's a great person, and he's got a great heart.
I wouldn't change anything about her.
It's been a team and a friendship that has grown over the past couple of years. Salé and Pelletier set to go now. A lot of work to do. It's Berezhnaya and Sikharulidze in the lead over Shen and Zhao of China, then Zagórska and Siudek of Poland. But here are the two-time and reigning Canadian champions in second place after the short program. Jamie Salé and David Pelletier.
They're skating to the music, Tristan and Isolda. They have a wonderful rapport with each other on the ice. This opening jump, this throw, triple loop.
Oh, she was so perfectly centered on that landing.
She only did a double.
We just saw a moment ago, that's where she's had some problems over the last year. Remember what the objective is here now. You have to get into the top 2 to have a shot at the gold medal in the super final.
Dismount. He has a great understanding of just how much to throw his partner, and look at how smooth she exits out of those throws. Some of the best we've seen.
On those side-by-side spins.
We've touched on it already. So much of what they do involves connecting with an audience and projecting to an audience. Peggy, can you actually think about that when you're on the ice? Because here they are in an environment that is different, a more reserved crowd than perhaps they're used to in North America.
Well, I think they feed off of an audience. You know, she feels the power of those people watching and really into their performance. And here, it's a little different. So I would think she's gonna. I don't feel the electricity in the program, but it's beautiful choreography done by Lori Nickel, who choreographed for Michelle Kwan. Nice side-by-side double axels, which she's had trouble with this past season. So good for her.
wonderful lift. Watch him release. She releases into a tabletop on the crescendo of the music, perfectly timed.
Pair spin. Well, they really do have a special magic. They're wonderful.
Choreography is always so seamless when they skate. It's not labored at all. Very easy, yet difficult to organize a program like that.
They'd love to take over the top spot. Berezhnaya, Sikharulidze residing there now, but the main question is whether or not they can get to the number 2 spot. Shen and Zhao of China right behind the Russians at this point. But the Canadian team, Salé and Pelletier, trying to get into the top 2 so that they can skate for the gold medal in the super final.
And here was the beautiful triple loop that they did at the very beginning. Really solid in the air and a beautiful, strong landing. Done very well. Good opening to this program. And now they're side-by-side triple toe loops. See how they are not that close together, and she is not finishing the rotations, and she just did a double. So that will cost them some marks in the technical end of this. And this is the throw triple Salchow, that back inside edge takeoff, very straight in the air, really made that look so easy. And now they're side-by-side double axels, double toe combination. She's had trouble with this all season, but she really struggled to hold on to that landing and right into the double toes.
Not too bad. We just got a preview, basically, of the teams that will skate for gold at the World Championships and the programs that they will skate in Vancouver. Salé and Pelletier waiting for their marks now. Our coverage of Worlds, of course, begins March 24th here on ABC Sports, north of the border. And now the first set of marks for technical merit. And they threaten the Russians at the top. Here's the set, 5.7 and 5.8.
Well, they had just one minor error in this program. She just, didn't do the triple.
Those were a little bit higher than Berezhnaya, Sikharulidze. And now for presentation, it's head slapping time. Jamie Salé says, oh my gosh, we go into first place. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the judges. It's a 4-3 split. Salé and Pelletier of Canada go into the lead. They can't believe it. Nor can Anton Sikharulidze. Stoic, his reaction to the news, but they're in second place, but those two will skate for the championship here in the super final. So the standings through 2 rounds here in Tokyo. The Canadians on top. Berezhnaya, Sikharulidze right behind. Then Shen and Zhao of China in 3rd place. They're not able to skate for the gold. They're just ahead of Zagórska and Siudek. So up next, the super final. The Canadians, Salé and Pelletier, with the energy and the magic against the style of the 2-time world champions from Russia, Berezhnaya and Sikharulidze. The super final is Yogi Stadium here in Tokyo, Japan. The super final, we're set to go. The championship on the line in pairs here at the ISU Grand Prix of Figure Skating Final, presented by Kia Motors. Terry Gannon along with Peggy Fleming and Peter Carruthers, the top 2 teams, maybe the best in the world right here. Jamie Salé and David Pelletier, the Canadian champions, Peter, and they have the overall lead right now.
This is going to be exciting. Salé and Pelletier bring a great blend of choreography and I think difficult skills. But it's the way they transition from one move to the next that makes them so seamless. This is something the Russians have done for years, but now the Canadians are competitive.
Now the placements and the scores don't carry over to this super final. You just have to be in the top 2. There is the team from Russia, the two-time world champions Elena Berezhnaya and Anton Sikharulidze. Peggy.
Well, and they are skating to Sentimental Waltz, their last year's program. They're very comfortable with it, and it is absolutely a gorgeous program. But Elena did have some shaky landings on their throw jumps in the first free skating, so they'll really need to be solid in this one.
These two teams, this is what they have done against each other this season. In the Grand Prix, they both have a win, so this is the rubber match. Berezhnaya and Sikharulidze won in Paris at Trophy La Ligue. But earlier in the season, it was Salé and Pelletier getting the win at Skate Canada. So we're set to go. The championship on the line right now. By way of draw, it is Elena Berezhnaya and Anton Sikharulidze taking the ice first here. They won this competition back in 1998. They have not won it since.
Well, they are absolutely stunning on the ice, just the way they move and just even their pose standing there. Their opening move, their side-by-side triple toe loops.
Outstanding.
Very smooth.
Accelerating into this split triple twist lift. It's those beautiful extensions that they have coming out of these skills that make them so exceptional.
This is as demanding an event as any of these skaters go through. 3 phases of the competition. This is the second free skate that they've had to perform. Berezhnaya Sikharulidze won the short program. Salé and Pelletier the free skate.
She only did a single axel, not a double axel.
Right there, this stroking backwards. It's so fast, so smooth. Stepping up into a throw triple sow cow. Very smooth.
And the gorgeous extension she gets on those landings are spectacular. Overhead lift.
That lift carrying about 3/4 the length of the ice. Beautiful.
Now another throw. Jump, this throw triple loop, this back outside edge takeoff. A little shaky on that landing. She didn't get the usual height that she has gotten in the past.
Besides beating Salé and Pelletier at Trophy La Ligue, also won Cup of Russia and recently won the European Championship in Bratislava.
just so smooth as they move down the ice in this footwork. So hard to do.
But the line that they get in their skating is so exquisite. They are absolutely beautiful.
I can tell you that the judges appreciate in the most simple form the wonderful skating that they have, even when they're not doing anything difficult. And that's what brings them to the forefront of pair skating. Just fantastic.
Well, some problems on and off the ice last season, but Berezhnaya, Sikharulidze, timing is everything, and not a bad time to be back to World Championship form right now.
Absolutely.
Look at the power that they have coming into this split triple twist lift. She splits and then rotates 3 times. She's about 5.5 feet off the ice there. Very nice. And that extension that she has, very good. This is where they ran into some difficulty. She does only a single there. Anton does a double. It's not the short program, so you don't get a deduction, but they won't get as much credit for having done a single. And then this is the throw triple loop. Watch her pitch forward at the end. This is not what she wanted. She wanted to have a nice straight back. The hand touches down. Unfortunate there, but a quick recovery.
Tamara Moskvina alongside. I know we've been all over the world. I wonder how many miles she has logged this season going to competitions.
I think we could compare notes.
Yeah, we've been
probably be pretty equal.
The first set now for technical merit in the 5.6 to 5.8 range.
5-6.
Well, they are magnificent on the ice. They are very elegant and float over the ice, make it look so easy.
And now for presentation, the low mark, well, from the Canadian judge, 5.7. The rest, 5.8, 5.9. So very high marks.
Jamie Salé and David Pelletier.
Back in Tokyo, the second team here in the super final with the championship on the line. They take the ice right now. Jamie Salé and David Pelletier, the 2-time and reigning Canadian champions. They got the best of Berezhnaya and Sikharulidze in the free skate, but the only thing matters now is what they do here in the super final.
And they're skating to the music from the motion picture Love Story. This has been a very successful number for them.
These side-by-side triple toe loops will set the tone. Sometimes they have trouble on them, and she does right there, having a hard fall.
She talked to reporters yesterday and mentioned that she actually did see a psychologist over the summer about her jumps and the problem that she has had. She feels much better about them now, but
throw triple sow cow, back inside edge takeoff. Very controlled, real steady landing.
Jamie fell on her triple toe loop. Now she has another difficult single skill, the side-by-side double axles. Getting it back on track there. Double toe loops. Really see the relationship come out in this team. They relate so well to each other.
And this music is so perfect for them, and the choreography done by Lori Nickel. is very clever. Beautiful death spiral.
Jamie is so strong with the throws. Her lower back usually stays very straight. Here, the throw triple loop, and again, powering right through that.
And it really hit the most perfect point in the music, really expressing the emotion.
Right on the crescendo.
I just love that number. It is so beautiful.
They had a mistake at the beginning of the program, but to their credit, really to rally, get back into character, and have a fine program after the fall, that certainly tells a lot about their character. They're champions.
So what are your thoughts? Who do you think had the edge here?
Oh, I think I was really drawn into this love story program. It really, I think, caught my emotions.
You would give them the edge? How about you,
In spite
Peter?
of the fall, I have to agree with that. I think that they really rallied and they brought back into character the wonderful display of unison and ability that they have on the ice. Side by side, triple toe loops. You can see Jamie, she just doesn't get the height she needs. Under-rotated, a hard fall, but really picking it up, getting right back into the program. This throw triple Salchow, so good. She takes off very straight in the air, and that follows through. 3 nice rotations, excellent. And again, this is a triple loop. It takes off of a backward outside edge. So straight, so strong, that right leg accommodating the force, wonderful.
The announcement is too funny.
The marks for Jamie Salé and David Pelletier. Technical merit. 5-8.
Two teams with
5-8.
different styles, but plenty of
5-8.
style for both of them. Now
5-8.
let's see. How close will it be
5-6.
here? Technical merit marks.
5-8.
5.6, the low
5-7.
mark from the Russian judge, up to 5.8.
Presentation. 5-9.
And now for presentation,
5-9.
look at that, all
5-9.
5.9s, and 6 of the 7 judges giving the edge to Salé and Pelletier, the Russian judge, the only one who put them in second place.
No, we're just giving a couple of thanks.
So it's Salé and Pelletier who win the championship here at the Grand Prix Final.
They were just able to really bring in that character of the music, and they told a story on the ice, and that translated to the judges and the audience, a well-balanced program.
Last year they placed 5th at the final. This year they win the gold medal for the first time in their careers. Berezhnaya, Sikharulidze finished with the silver. Shen and Zhao just missed, finishing in the top 2, but they stand on the podium with a bronze medal. Our MCI WorldCom winning moment comes from the love story program of Salé and Pelletier, the winners who gained so much momentum going into the World Championships. Right now, Susie Wynn is with the champions.
Thanks, Terry. What makes Love Story so special to both of you?
Probably just the fact that we know that everywhere we go, people get into it and they know the story, and it's so easy to skate. And we're really lucky that we've had Lori Nickel, our choreographer, pick music that is so easy to skate to. We just really get into the music, and it's a very passionate, emotional program, so we like that.
Now, next up, World Championships in your home country. You're going to be in Vancouver. Do you feel you have a little bit of advantage being at home?
Well, there's two ways to look at it. You can take it as an advantage and having 20,000 people behind you. That's an advantage. Or you can take it as a disadvantage and getting stressed over that, but we won't get stressed over that. I mean, all the skaters there go there to win, and that's what we're going to do, and we have the chance to maybe have a chance to do it at home, so I think that's great.
Well, congratulations to both of you. We look forward to seeing you. Good luck.
Thanks a lot.
Terry, back to you.
All right, Susie, thank you very much. Don't forget, we're right back here in Tokyo tomorrow to see the championship decided in the men's competition. Our coverage begins at 1:30 Eastern.
And I want to thank you for giving me the best day of my life. And oh, just to be with you is having the best day.
For our producers, Kurt Gowdy Jr. and Kathy Cook, our director, Doug Wilson. For Peggy Fleming, Peter Carruthers, and Susie Wynn, I'm Terry Gannon. So long for now from Tokyo. ABC Sports is online at ESPN.com. Keyword ABC Sports. This has been a presentation of ABC Sports, continuing the tradition of excellence.